Hey guys, it's your girl T, and I want to go ahead and shout out Shane Wilson. Shane sent me this story, and it's coming from our third favorite state, crazy ass California. So what's going on now in crazy ass Cali, you ask? What's going on is that there's this really disturbing case. It's about a 14-year-old boy. He went to University City High School, and his name is Matthew Burdett. And he recently committed suicide. And his auntie, his uncle, and his mother were all confused. He left a note saying that he couldn't take the bullying anymore. He couldn't take the teasing. So they decided to investigate, contact the school, find out what was going on. And the school was being very distant. They were being really numb about the situation. They didn't want to say too much. So his friends and other people decided to speak on the situation and tell the family everything that went on as to why Matthew committed suicide. I'm going to go ahead and play you guys this news clip. I want you guys to watch the news clip here, and I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary. Okay, so you guys just watched the news clip, and the whole situation is just very sad and very disturbing, but there's a lot of ways that you can really spin this story. From what I'm hearing, the family is now suing the school district because of the bullying. They felt like the school wasn't doing enough.
The school bathroom may have led to a local high school student committing suicide. That's what the teenager's family is claiming. NBC7's Greg Bledsoe is here now with more on what happened. Greg?
Catherine, the family is basically saying that the school did not protect their son from being bullied. Matthew Burdett was a student at University City High School. What you're about to see here are pictures of him from a memorial website that was set up. The 14-year-old committed suicide last November while on a family trip. Burdett's family has now filed a complaint with the San Diego Unified School District. That claim was given to NBC7 by the family's attorney, and it talks about an incident 2 weeks before Burdett's death. The claim says another student allegedly videotaped Burdett in the bathroom and then posted that video on social media. The claim says, quote, "From the moment the video was posted, Matthew was mercilessly bullied, harassed, and teased by students who had seen the video." It says Burdett left a suicide note talking about how he could no longer handle school and saying he had no friends. Burdett's family claims the school knew about the bullying but did not do anything to protect him. That claim also says the family may be seeking more than $1 million in damages, although it does not give an exact dollar amount yet. Today, a spokeswoman for the school district told us she could not comment on the details of the claim, but did say that their hearts and thoughts go out to the family. She said the family will have 6 months deciding whether or not to file a formal lawsuit.
But there's a lot of things that kind of disturb me with this story. One, they're saying that he was kicked out of the classroom for, eating sunflower seeds and he had nowhere else to go. I don't know if things have changed since when I was in high school, but usually when you get kicked out of the classroom, you go down to the principal's office and you sit down there, or else you sit right outside of the classroom. But instead, he kind of roamed the hallway, so I'm curious to see, where were the hallway monitors? Were there no hallway monitors around to get him to where he needed to go? But what also disturbed me with this is the fact that he was in a public bathroom at school masturbating. I don't know, the whole situation just seems really, really strange if that's what he would do at a time like this, is that he would go to a bathroom and masturbate. Nothing wrong with masturbating. Teens masturbate, guys, girls, everybody masturbates. That's not a big deal, but I haven't really heard of anybody masturbating in a public bathroom at a school. And then another thing, I feel like, okay, so while he was in there masturbating, most school bathrooms are not that big. Did he not hear anybody coming in? Did he not hear anybody getting into the stall next to him? I mean, he didn't realize, was he so into it that he didn't realize that there was somebody, standing above him on a toilet recording him? I don't know. The whole situation just seems really, really strange to me, how everything went down. I don't understand how somebody can be in a public bathroom masturbating and then they don't sense anybody watching them or recording them. But with that being said, the kid who posted the video of him masturbating, I do feel like, what he did was considered child pornography. He should be charged, even if he's charged as a juvenile. And this is why I just feel like a lot of these kids are so desensitized to everything nowadays. Everything is about getting a reaction, getting attention, getting likes on Facebook, getting retweets. He posted this onto Vine and onto social media, and this young boy ended up committing suicide. I guess for me, how I'm looking at this story, and I'm sorry if anybody takes offense to it, I'm trying to debate, and I'm really trying to see if the young boy who killed himself was a part of this. I just don't see this going this far. I mean, this had to be like the perfect moment. The kid gets kicked out of the classroom. He goes to the bathroom. He starts jerking off. Somebody just happens to hear him. Then they decide to climb on the toilet, record him without being caught. It just seems like the perfect storm. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too deeply into this. Something just doesn't seem right with this case. You know, I really feel because a lot of kids are like this nowadays. A lot of kids want attention and they don't understand the things that come with that attention. They don't understand the backlash. They don't understand, you know, how social media can literally drive you crazy. You know, it's like a bunch of buzzing bees in your ears, especially when people don't like something that you've done or when they want to clown you or attack you. You know, it can be a lot. And I feel like maybe he might have been involved in this situation. Maybe it was some type of joke between him and the young man. You know, maybe they thought that they could put this on social media and it would be no big deal. They were, you know, goofing around. I just feel like there's more to the story. I just don't feel like all this happened, it was a perfect storm. I think maybe they were looking for laughs and jokes, but because of the backlash, it just became too much for him, you know, because it went viral and he was getting clowned all around the schools and you know, in the neighborhood and stuff like that. It wasn't the reaction that he expected, and I feel like that might have drove him to suicide. You know, I've covered a lot of stories online. I've covered a lot of situations, and like I said, I like to go with my first gut. I just don't feel like this is as innocent as the family's making it seem. The whole situation itself makes no sense. You know, for somebody to get kicked out of class and instead of them going to the principal's office, to the student office, they go to a bathroom to masturbate, and then somebody just so happens to come in to the bathroom and so happens to get on the toilet without being heard, without being seen, and then they're recording that person. I just feel like it was something that him and this boy may have set up, and it kind of backfired in his face and he couldn't handle the backlash. And like I said, I'm sorry if I offend anybody by that. I'm sorry if anybody feels like, you know, T, you're reaching too deeply into this and you're not being sensitive enough. While I feel bad, he's 14. Him and my son are damn near the same age. You know, I feel truly bad when any child loses their life, especially a young child, because there's so much more to life. You know, we all go through embarrassing things. We all go through hard times, but it does get better. And like I always tell people, if you're looking to kill yourself and commit suicide, seek help, talk to somebody, let people know what you're going through. Open up, speak out about it, you know, because it's not worth it. And like I always say, suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. All of this would have eventually blown over. This was just a temporary problem. Yes, it was embarrassing. And yes, it didn't pan out the way that it should have if what I'm assuming happened. But at the end of the day, like I said, this was just a temporary situation and it would have got better from this. But I just find the whole situation really sad. I don't really know if the family has a case to sue the school district, but I think the kids teasing him and bullying him, they definitely need to be punished. The young boy should be punished for posting this on the internet, you know, because this is considered child pornography, especially if he was unaware. But like I said, from the whole story and the way everything went down, it just does not make sense to me, and I just don't see this as being as innocent as everybody's trying to spin this and make it seem in the news media. But I might be wrong, you know, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire situation. It's coming from our third favorite state, crazy ass California. All right, deuces.